There's a lot of moments throughout the game where there's just flashes of just beautiful passing, beautiful teamwork, unselfishness, and it was awesome. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the official Emmaus Athletic Podcast, In the Nest. I'm your co-host, Shane Douglas, here with other co-host,
I'm back.
Matthew Tomlinson. He's back and better. Man, I really feel like that intro is getting faster. I don't know why. Am I changing?
Speed up.
Maybe I gotta speed it up. I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm adding words. I do that. I add words. Either way.
Sometimes. We both do.
Yeah.
We're kind of wordy sometimes.
Either way, everybody, thank you for making us part of your day and for tuning in to In the Nest this week. Episode...
A lot.
What number are we on, Will?
We are on episode 18.
18 for the season?
Season 3, episode 18.
Season 3, episode 18. And, man, if you are a listener who has listened to every single one, and I know you can't prove it, just like when we just like when Emmaus athletes break a record,
we don't know
can't
for
really
certain,
prove it.
but we think so.
If you have watched every single episode, give us a holler. Maybe
give a thumbs up in the chat.
Yeah, maybe we'll give you some new Emmaus University merch.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But let's be honest. The Lord knows, right?
The Lord knows indeed.
But let us know if you've been listening to, at least this season. Season 3, all 18 episodes. Maybe we'll hook you up. Find us at a basketball game. And speaking of basketball games, Matt.
Yes, Shane?
I made it to it.
You did? Hey, I know. During starting lineups, you're like...
I'm like, guys,
I'm
here.
at the game. I'm like, Shane, you're at the game.
I'm right here. Yeah, a lot of
I won't say that it took 17 games to finally get to one, but you were there. You were there, and that's what matters.
Well, here's the thing. Like, when you say it like that, it really sounds bad. But honestly, what it is this is the very first game I was actually able to make it to where I had nothing going on.
Yep.
Either I'm not traveling or I'm not in a wedding.
Or whatever.
Boom. I'm here.
Have a Christmas party.
I already, yes, no, that's, I mean, thank you. Yeah, you listened. I mean, I walked it through Landon last time.
Thumbs up. I've listened to all the episodes this year.
I actually don't. I don't want to listen to you. So,
or
me.
To me? Nice.
It's me.
Right.
But no, I actually.
Are you one of those people that just like, I hate hearing myself talk?
I'm not. It's just, I already know what we talked about. So why do I want to listen again? I did at the beginning listen for like pointers of like what I can do better. And I'll still, but now I just hear it from people. So they'll do. Nice. You guys do the work for me. And like, Shane, you really do suck at everything. So you got to work on that. And then so I'm trying. I really am. And one of the things I'm trying to get to the games. Right. Like I said, if I'm going to be on this podcast, I got to go to those games. I at least watch them. But I already watched.
Yeah, at least you watch the live stream, like the runbacks of the games.
Or I look at the stats. Yeah. You know, I do keep up. I talk to the players. But it was funny. After both games yesterday, the women's team was like, Shane, you made it, finally. And then the men's team, Landon, was giving me a hard time.
Landon called you right as the women's game tipped off, and he's like, Shane, I'm holding you accountable because you're not here yet.
I came. I was supposed to it was supposed to be like just a night for my wife and I to kind of get away
with men's and women's basketball
and breathe because we both have busy schedules. She's a nursing student. I'm in admissions and always traveling. So
really?
we usually have like a day where we just do nothing. And that was yesterday.
That's crazy.
That was yesterday.
Or
that was the Tuesday during the games. But we made it work. So
thank you.
She was at the game too.
Thank you, Rosie.
Yeah, thank you, Rosie.
Douglas, for sacrificing
she doesn't listen to
your
this.
evening.
She told me she doesn't listen to this.
I'm sure she doesn't.
She's like, do you want me to listen to the podcast?
I don't even know. I don't even think Rachel listens to this podcast.
Shout out to our wives for listening and supporting their husbands.
Even support us in our podcast.
And shout out to every wife out there that supports their husband. We love you.
Yes, thank you.
Just like our wives.
Yep. Don't. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, this is fun. Long intro. Either way, guys, thank you for making us a part of your day. We appreciate it a lot. Yes. We always have a good time recording, talking about sports, fun things, like how much our wives support us. And it's great stuff.
It is great. All great stuff.
But we got a lot to talk about.
We do, Shane.
To discuss during this episode. So, but thank you for joining. And here's an update. Our women's basketball team, after a couple games this last week, our record now stands at
1-14.
1-14.
1-14.
And then our we'll get to the men's basketball team. We're going to recap women's right now. We're 1-14. Last night, I was there, so I can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah,
was a heartbreaker, ladies and gentlemen.
Tuesday,
if you were
Tuesday Night Madness.
Yes, it was madness. If you were watching on a live stream, if you were there in person, or if you heard, it was a nail biter. Tied 63-63 with around 17 seconds
20
left.
seconds left, and we had the ball.
Yes.
And we turned it over.
Then there's 17 seconds left. They used up the entire time. Drove in for a layup. Time expiring. Shoot the layup. Clock is dead. Foul.
Tweet.
Foul. They go to the line.
0.1 seconds on the clock.
She goes to the line. The Mount Mercy.
Mount
Mary player goes to the line. I keep saying Mount Mercy is a town just south of us. Mount Mary's one of their players go to the line.
Makes both free throws.
And we lose so close.
And it stinks because when the women played them last semester, back in November, they lost by 4 points up at their place.
Wow.
So 4 points and 2 points. I
mean, I said it last week. Our girls are in every game, most games. And they're a shocking team sometimes, and we see that in our conference.
They really are. I mean, the most they've lost is 25. No, 25.
Was it Faith? Was it to
no?
Faith?
It's the Calvary.
Okay.
That's the biggest loss they've had. Everything has been 20 and under.
Yeah, Faith and Calvary have been the biggest, or the hardest opponents our women's team have played this year. Everything else, they've been in it.
They've been pretty close. I mean,
they've been really close. I mean, they're the opposite of the Kansas City Chiefs.
They are
in some way, right?
They're in every game. They're just not quite there to get into the win column.
And it's tough. And I'm sure and I hope it's not too discouraging for our women. And I know Cody, I know there's a lot of support around them, on the team, off the team, in the community here. So shout out to you ladies, on our women's team. We were thankful for, just the time you put in, but the hard work, right? And shout out to Cody and company for preparing you guys every week.
Yes.
To be in these games.
Yes.
You're in these games, right? So it was a 65-63 loss last night. Tuesday night. Yeah, you're right.
The Division III opponent, Mount Mary.
They're ballers too.
They are, and our girls played pretty good. I mean, we scored 63 points is impressive. I think we've only been averaging like 45 points a game, so to get almost 20 points above the average is really good. I mean, good standout performances from Aaron, 17 points. Kate had a double, 15 points, 13 rebounds, and Rachel had another good game, 15 points, 11 rebounds.
Double over here.
Double machine. And then looking back on last Friday against the number 5 ranked Calvary at the time. So new polls have come out since that game, but they were ranked 5th at the time.
In the nation.
Crazy. Good team.
Yeah.
We just could not score that game. I mean, we lost 62-33, so a 29-point loss. I mean, we shot 31% overall, over 10 from the 3-point line. 32 turnovers, really the difference in the game. But that and, we shot 45 times compared to Calvary's 78 times.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Really tough. That's really tough.
I mean, when you have that many turnovers, and when the difference of shot selection and or shots
is
of course you're going to have an outcome like that.
Yeah, and Calvary didn't shoot the ball well either that game. It was just we had 32 turnovers, which gave them, I think they had maybe 10 offensive rebounds, so they got basically 40 extra possessions. And that's hard.
Yeah, and I'm no hate, but that's been a common theme for our women's team is turnovers. Lots of turnovers.
Well, and even in that game, like it was like going into, I think in the third quarter at one point, and same with Faith the week before, like it was like 5-point game.
Yeah.
And then just fourth quarter hits when we're tired because we don't have any depth and the other team just runs away with it.
And at the end of the day, Matt, we want to present you guys a good,
accurate,
respectable, respectful and accurate summary of the games. And if there's a game where we can look at for any team across the board all year, say that team was just better.
That was that Calvary game.
We still played really well, but they were just better. The thing is you can definitely say Calvary is a better team.
Yep.
But when you have that margin, those statistics of turnovers,
it's just,
shots,
it's tough.
it's a
impossible.
huge game changer.
Yeah.
And of course, there's going to be turnovers. So there's going to be
Right.
a team that takes more shots and has a bet more possession. But if you like I said, if you minimize the turnovers, specifically just that area, it changes the game, right? It might not be like a crazy change where it's 62-61, but maybe it's 62-50.
Right. And I think it just shows between week to week, obviously different opponents, but the fact that the ladies only scored 33 points on Friday, but then answered back on Tuesday and scored 63 points.
Crazy.
Like, that's a 30-point difference.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. That's a big difference. And so, props to them for, making those adjustments to score the basketball.
And then,
Honestly, yeah.
not to throw you on the spot, do you know how many turnovers there was in the Tuesday night game?
I believe it was in the 20s.
20s.
It was in the 20s. I don't know.
And what
what
would you say, Matt? You've been around basketball longer than I have, and a lot of the listeners as well. At least like not just a fan, but part of it, coaching and playing. What would you say is and this is, I'm not trying to like really shade the women's team or anybody. I just am genuinely curious. Is what is the average amount of turnovers you would want as a coach? Not want, but more desirable, realistic for a team in a match.
I mean, under 12,
Yeah.
like in the 10 to 12 range is like really good.
Okay.
But like, I mean, if we can keep it under 20 for the ladies team,
changes.
It's a good game. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm curious to look at previous games, and maybe we can do this as we get closer to conference and regional play, and or even just recapping the season and looking at the games where it was a nail biter, or the games that we won, and looking at the difference of stats of the shot takes, the turnover margin, and really and then points scored off turnovers, to really look at that and see what was the difference maker.
Mm-hmm.
Because our ladies are playing much better than what a lot of people thought they would this year.
Oh, yeah.
They've really come together. Cody and company have put them in a place to succeed. They've come together as a sisterhood, as always. They're sometimes the best. It's hard. It's so funny because we always talk about who has the best family dynamic, right? And when in season we're like, oh, the women's team, oh, the men's team, oh, this, that. So they all have a fantastic family.
Yep.
Every sport here does, and especially the men's this year. This has probably been one of the closest men's basketball team,
the
Christ-centered that we've had in such a long time. And
Since I've been here in 10 years, yes.
And we'll
100%.
get there. We'll get to the men's, but it is exciting to see what Cody and company have,
like,
and the women have done this year.
Talent isn't there, but Cody is preparing them well enough that they're able to be there.
And when you say talent, like the depth.
The depth. And,
there's not a lot. Not that our ladies aren't talented.
They're not
Obviously,
talented.
they
we
are.
got some talent on the team, but just across the board of, it's not as, like, I mean, going in, I think every game but one game, we've been the better team, right? And so, which we'll get there. We'll get there when we get recruits coming in and everything. But Cody is preparing them well enough that that's kind of not been as big of an issue, because they've had that opportunity. Again, if we can just fix the turnovers, which I know he's been working on really hard. And so, but they're right there. Like you said, like they're in every game, the face value, teams walk in like, oh, we're going to smack Emmaus, and they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. And so, which, could turn some heads, potentially in conference. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like you said, like first round of conference, no matter who you play, no matter if you're the 2 seed playing the 7 seed, or you're the 3 seed playing the 6 seed, those games are always tough because it's postseason.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's hard. Sorry.
Yeah.
It is
No,
hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. It is very, very hard.
And that's what that's what I'm saying is watch out for our women's team when it comes to conference or regional play. We might have to play the 2 seed, depending on how conference works, which we'll talk more about conference play, seeding, tournament, how it all works. When we get closer, we're about 4 weeks out.
Yep.
4 weeks out from conference, 5 from
crazy.
regionals.
The season has flown by.
Flying.
Holy cow.
But our team, but our women's team can definitely make an impact in a game and scare a couple teams. Really set them off the rocker of wow. We thought we were gonna. They might still our women's team might still lose, but they're going to make it tough for any
Yep.
opponent when it comes to tournament play. So really looking forward to that. As much as we talk about some of the discouraging things of the women's team, but we want to bring an accurate reading to you guys of what is the issue. Most of the issue is going to be the depth and going to be the turnovers with our women's team. But be encouraged. Our women on our team, be encouraged because you guys are doing a fantastic job this year for what you have. And Cody doing a great job preparing you guys. So Matt and I and a lot of the fans are excited to see what you guys are doing for what you will be doing for the rest of the season, going in a tournament, play for conference and regionals.
Again, like this is them laying the foundation for Cody's program to come.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of great things.
It is encouraging, and we see you. We see the work you guys put in on the court as a family, a sisterhood, and that's the most important part. And you guys are, all the women on the basketball team are just such strong, God-fearing women, and
keep it up.
It's extremely encouraging seeing that in our athletes here, knowing that our athletes know what comes first.
And it's nice too, because it's tough when you're losing games, so many games. It's hard, but when you have that ultimate mindset of what's the real reason that we're doing this? Yeah, losing stinks. Our goal is we want to compete and we want to win, but at the end of the day, our identity is in Christ, and so having that as the focal point of what we do, doesn't make it any easier, but it helps a lot for sure.
Well, we have some upcoming games for our women's team.
Yes, we have 3 upcoming games. So tomorrow, Friday at 6 p.m., our women's team takes on Maranatha.
Ooh.
Our only win of the season so far. Maranatha right now is 0-16.
Yep.
So looking to get that second win. Right now, actually, the women are 1-1 in region play right now.
Oh, that's
which is
really
good. Yeah. So if they can win tomorrow, they'll go to 2-1.
Yeah, and apparently, and that depends on how region play stands up. Because
sometimes some sports will do power ratings, some will do head-to-head matchups. I think we're doing power ratings,
and sometimes they don't count every head-to-head. So,
which is interesting.
But we'll talk more into that later in the month
as we get closer to
regionals, we get closer to conference, so where we stand.
And hopefully we know too.
It's true. That is true.
Yep. So then on Saturday, senior day for men's and women's basketball, we play Ozark. Right now, the Ozark women are ranked 3rd in the nation. And then on next Monday, our women play Faith here, and Faith is ranked 7th in the nation.
Sharon's coming home.
Sharon's coming home. So kind of a tough schedule ahead for our women. So it's gonna be tough, but it's gonna be good because 3 home games in 4 days. It's gonna be crazy. Friday, Saturday, Monday.
1 regional and 2 conferences.
1 regional and 2 conference,
which is pretty much the rest of the schedule will be
last region game of the year, and then 5 conference games, and then postseason.
Boom. So, and I'm not even gonna say anything about the Maranatha game this Friday. Just not. I'm not. Is that me saying something? I hope not.
I don't want to say there's pressure, but we haven't lost yet to Maranatha
don't say that.
this year.
Don't say that. That's the commentator jinx, dude.
You guaranteed it though 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh!
It's the highest viewed video.
Oh,
so that's up for the women's.
Guaranteed.
Yes, and Shane, want to talk about some nationally ranked stats real quick for our women's team because we want to talk about the positives. Right now, Erin McKenna is ranked
a lot of positives.
13th in the nation in scoring, 15.2 points a game.
Wow!
Shout out Erin. Rachel Barrett, man, she's a stat monster right now. Number 1 in the nation in rebounding. 13.3 rebounds a game. Number 5 in the nation in free throw percentage at 85%. Rachel, you need to shoot more and get to the line because you score the basketball that way. And Rachel is number 4 in the nation in blocks per game, 1.7. And then currently, Maddie Wiest is sitting 13th in the nation in 3-pointers per game at 2.1 threes made per game.
Very nice.
So good things going on for the women's team. Because I think you think about previous years, like the when volleyball a couple of years ago when they were winless, women's team 3 years ago, we didn't have anyone high in the stats category. But this year we do, which is encouraging because like we keep saying. They're there. The talent is there.
We do have it.
We just need depth.
Yeah.
And talent in the depth. But so good things ahead. Going to be a crazy, pretty busy week. But senior day on Saturday to honor our 4 seniors of Kate Jansen, Nellie Hopkins, Maddie Wiest,
Jenna.
And Jenna Lostutter. So
So that's gonna be fun.
It
A lot
is,
of families
yep.
gonna be in town. It's Winterfest weekend. No
yeah.
classes Friday. Pretty much campus is gonna be split up into different teams with a mysterious theme. It's gonna be fun. It's a good theme this year.
But you know the theme.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Winterfest is so fun. For those that know, Winterfest is basically like our homecoming. There's a lot of fun around it. A lot of skits, a lot of games, a lot of interactive things, and it's a big thing that we loved it when we were students. And there's just it's a lot of fun.
It's the biggest event of the year for Emmaus students. Everyone gets split up into teams. You compete against each other for bragging rights, as well as a winner's meal, either catered or made from the kitchen.
Oh yeah,
and it's fancy.
Friday
stuff.
classes are canceled because of
Friday
how big a deal it
nights
is.
are canceled. We go to the ski lodge in town. We give discounts for skiing and snowboarding for our students.
This is fun.
So and they play a lot of games. They compete against each other. And then skits, like you said. So lots of fun stuff. And it's a Thursday evening, all day Friday, and Saturday.
There might be some halftime games this weekend.
So
if you're in town, come to the games. So you might be able to participate in some halftime festivities.
And there's gonna be families in town too.
Yeah.
So if you're an alum or supporter of the school, or obviously if your kid, one of your kid is a student here, come on out this weekend because it should be packed. It should be packed. Pack the jack, but Pollard. Pack the Pollard.
Pack the Pollard. Pack the nest.
Protect the nest.
Protect the nest. PTN.
Well, we're going to move on to our men's team. Pretty similar games, number of games that were played. So three games. Two games, that's right.
Games, yep.
One from Friday and one from Tuesday. So Friday we played Central. Calvary. Why did I say Central? That was the other weekend. Other weekend. Friday we played Calvary, and what was the outcome, Matt?
A W.
My man.
We beat Calvary for the second time this season, which is great. We beat them 78-71 at home. Kind of a weird game. This season scoring has been, I won't say easy, but we've been a scoring team this year.
Yeah.
Like we've had a number of games. I don't know how many games. 8, I don't know, that we've scored 90 or more points, or at least 85 or
That's
more
a
points.
lot too.
Which is a lot of points. On that Friday, our scoring wasn't necessarily there as easy as it has been. 70 points is still a good number, but the fact we've been scoring in the 80s and the 90s. But our defense, we played a lot better defense than we have been playing because usually we score a lot, but we also give up a lot. And so we were able to play well, hold Calvary to 71 points. They did get some easy buckets at the end of the game. So we were up by 10 or 13 or something and kind of let up some easy baskets just so we didn't get any fouls. And then we did miss a number, our free throw shooting has been really bad this year. But, big part of the game was Tatum. Tatum had 39 points.
Dog.
And 12 rebounds.
He's averaging.
And he was he was 6 for 6 from the 3-point line on Friday.
That's nice.
All 3 was made. He's averaging 27.2 points a game.
That's nice.
I know. So that was big. Nash had 10 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it was one of those games where Tatum had 39 points, but then, after that it was everyone contributed, basically 5 to 10 points. And so it was a good team win, a great team win. Our team has been hit with the flu going around.
Everybody has, man.
We were Eli was really sick. Collier was really sick. Jared didn't dress because he was hurt and he was sick. Even Nash was a little sick. His shoulder was bugging him. So we've been sick, but fortunately now is it's never a good time to be hurt or to be sick, but it's not tournament time. So it's good that we're getting
better now
hopefully this sickness out of the way now. And so, yeah, it was good. It stinks Calvary's missing their best player because he got hurt a couple games prior. But it's always great to play them and see with Coach Sanders because he's a great man. He's a great man. Mm-hmm. He was Coach Parker's mentor. Yeah. Because Coach Parker's from Calvary. He learned under Coach Sanders, and I love him.
Calvary's one of our favorite teams to play. We have good, sweet fellowship with them most of the time. Across the sports.
Yes.
So it's always great.
Which is nice.
So it's always great to have a win. What are some of the stats there? So Tatum had 39, you said?
Yep, 39, 12, 6 for 6. Yeah, so and then on Tuesday, we played The rivalry game, Moody Bible Institute. So,
and I was there for that one.
You were that. So thank you, Shane. Yeah, it's always good playing. Yeah, we did. Sure. We beat Moody 81-60.
Yep.
So another great defensive performance.
Big one.
We held them to 60 points. Like that's
big one.
Really good. I mean, we're up by
81's big.
81.
That's a quiet 81 game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I felt like we played not that great offensively, and we still had 81 points.
It was off and on for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it was
quiet, guys. I'm telling you that. It wasn't just quiet because like the fan section was very weak
or non-existent.
My gosh, students, come on,
Please
get out
go
here.
To the games, y'all.
What are you guys doing? Like
for the men's and
do you
women's
want all the
game.
faculty and staff to like form a student section? Because I'm sure we could, and it would be 20 times
like
better
Mr.
than
Cozen
yours.
and Dr. Parcher are cheering louder than like 2/3 of our student.
Got
body.
Wendy Abdi out here.
Wendy Abdi is jumping up and down.
You
like,
kidding me? Laura Rasmussen, or she's on the books, but like. My gosh, guys! Like,
especially,
where are you?
I mean, that girls' game was so exciting.
What the
like,
crap?
be at the game.
I know it's Tuesday and you got studying going on, but take a study break, okay? I know.
Go get your chicken wings. If that was for dinner, grab a box and come to the game.
It's freaking wing night. Who cares? People got their wings. They ate them up. They came over, okay? Eat something else. Go somewhere else. A lot of you got Chick-fil-A. I don't want to hear it. There's no excuses. I don't care if it's a Tuesday night game. This is my first game, and I was just disappointed in all you students. I'm ranting right now, okay? This is ridiculous.
So Shane had a bad
and I know you probably don't even listen to this.
But he's back now at the game, so come to the games, guys. Please support.
And then they just sit there the whole time. But thank you for coming. The students who do come,
yes,
great. We need to stand the whole game, right? Like defense chants, right? Scream on offense.
I don't want to sound mean for this group of students, but like when we were students,
we were so much cooler and it was better
crazy.
Than all of you. And it proves it because you know who has banners up there. Our time, not yours, not yours.
Come to games.
I'm done.
But yes, it was nice. We had a good defensive performance. Like we said, quiet 81. I mean,
outside of the Cinderella run, there's no banners from the last like 5 years.
My senior is the last banner for men's basketball, and then like 2021
and fans help.
2020 for.
If you think fans don't help,
you're wrong. You don't know sports.
What are you thinking?
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Okay. You can help. And this goes out to all the alum, too, in the Dubuque area or Macon Drive. Parents drive. We've had a lot of parents, especially volleyball parents. Shout out to them.
Yes.
They be driving like 7 hours to watch their kids play.
Crazy.
You guys live like a minute away from the gym in the dorms. Come on. Okay. I think I'm done. One
more. Okay, you're done. I'm just kidding.
Unless I think of something.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good game. Tatum had a great game, 27 points, 15 rebounds. Nash had 9 points, 12 assists. Collier had 11 points. Eli had 14 points. So it's good, a good team win.
It was a quiet game.
On Monday, Tatum Arguello was awarded the NCCAA Division II Men's Basketball Student Athlete of the Week.
Don't do it.
Yes. Because of his 2 performances last week where he averaged 39.5 points per game and 9.5 rebounds and 2 wins.
It was an off night for him.
I know. No, that's what we've been joking. Like, Tatum didn't, I mean, because like on the game against Calvary, he had 39 points off 16 shots. That is crazy. Like, I felt like he had like an off game, but he didn't. But it's like 27 points on an off
against
night.
Moody.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 27 off night.
Yeah. So that put us at 3-1 in the region and 11-6 overall, which is the most wins that we've had since the 2022 season and the 2014 season.
And of course, like we've been always saying, we don't know what is a record or not because our athletic department is relatively new.
Or relatively new on keeping track of
definitely that
history
but
books.
Also, I mean, our men's basketball team is the only team that's really been around
since the
past
60s
2000 or earlier than 2010
because volleyball and soccer's first year was 2009.
Yeah, and they started as a club.
Yeah, club
first,
so really
and
count.
they really didn't. Yeah, nothing they really did counted until they
joined as intercollegiate for
NCAA. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
because then we got that one guy who scored like 30 plus goals or something like that, but that was when it was club.
Yeah, so it's like
that counts, but then also
it doesn't. It was club.
So who knows? You know, either way, Tatum had a off game, but it was 81-60. Matt, my perspective is it's a quiet 81. It wasn't too flashy, and of course, a lot of it had to do with some dominance over Moody.
But, I mean, we could have scored probably at 95, but I mean, we were up by enough that the bench got in, so the guys that normally don't get to play got to play.
That's
so
great.
Yeah.
But still, I was waiting for Jared to get the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I knew he was going to take a shot right away. But he never got the ball.
Nope.
Either way, though, I was telling you guys this during lunch, is that there was a lot of moments throughout the game, especially in the second half, where there's just flashes of just beautiful passing, beautiful teamwork, unselfishness, and it was awesome. It was really great to see all the guys just really clicking, and everybody was just in sync. They knew what the other person was thinking. They knew where they were. They on the court. Great vision, great teamwork, passing the ball. I think there was one possession nobody even dribbled on the inbound, and it was passed all the way down to, I think it was Eli who made a layup.
Or something like that. Yeah, it was.
And nobody dribbled.
Landon. It was Landon.
Maybe one person dribbled. Either way, super cool. Love to see that. And I think if the team plays more like that, plays more unselfish ball, but also being able to shoot well, take the shots, and pass like they did.
It's going to be kind of scary.
It'd be really scary against any of these teams in conference or regionals. And as we talked multiple times just in the past, is basketball conference, men's basketball conference, up for grabs.
Oh, yeah.
And
we'll good teams.
Yeah. And we'll see that this weekend.
Yes.
We play the same teams. Play Maranatha Friday.
Yep, Maranatha on Friday at 4 p.m. So
4 p.m.
we get the early game.
Nash is trying to change that.
So it's going to be an early game. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, Maranatha currently 1-15 this season. So what we call these things, we call it a trap game.
Yeah, it is.
We call it a trap game because we are the better team. We should win. But we can't play.
Can't
play down. We got to play our game.
So what always happens when like the 0-13 team, Cleveland Browns, play you, play your football team. You're like, man, we're gonna lose this week, and you do, because it's a trap game.
It's trap game, yeah, big trap game. And then on Saturday, senior day. So senior day for Nash Harper and Landon Jacobus, our two seniors. The ceremony to honor the seniors will be in between the men's and women's game. So we play Ozark on Saturday, obviously. Ozark currently is the number 1 team in conference.
Oh, I thought you were going to say nation.
In conference. No, they're not ranked this week. And then on Monday.
Anybody in conference ranked?
Manhattan is ranked 6th, I believe. Okay. But Ozark beat Manhattan.
They just beat them, yeah.
And then on Monday, Faith comes to town, and we play them on Monday at, I think it's 6.
That's going to be fun.
So yeah, so fun.
And we don't play for the trophy until next year. So
got it.
And we got to get that trophy.
Yeah. And then looking at some quick stats real quick right now, your Emmaus men's basketball team is the number 3rd ranked offense in the nation.
Oh yeah, baby.
85.3 points per game. Tatum Arguello, number 2 in the nation in points per game, 27.2. Nash Harper, number 11 as a 5'11 guard in the nation in rebounding.
Oh, that's
7.3 rebounds a game. Nash is number 11 in the nation at 7.3 rebounds a game.
No, his height.
It's 5'11. And then
Why
Nash
you gotta do him like that?
is also
Say 6 foot.
number 1 in the nation in assists per game at 7.6. So Nash is like split. This year is like 13, basically 7.5.
He is. He kills it.
It's crazy. And then Tatum and Josh are tied for 12th in threes per game at 2.5. That's threes made per competition.
Yeah, Josh played against his twin brother.
I know. It's so funny. Like Louis walked. He's like, "When Josh grow a beard?"
Yeah,
like, oh, it's his twin.
So many people were like, "What?"
Yeah. So Josh Stewart's twin brother Aaron joined Moody on that semester, and so it was fun to see the Stewarts out there.
Mr. Jacobus, the game announcer, when Eric went in the game, Josh's brother. He was like, "This isn't the Matrix.
This is Aaron Stewart."
Aaron Stewart. Yeah. So pretty cool. They pretty fun that they got to play against each other. They matched up against each other only a couple times, not too much.
I think Aaron guarded Josh more than Josh might have guarded Aaron.
Yeah, but nobody was able to like embarrass the other brother. So maybe that was for the better.
Good thing, yeah.
Probably for the good.
Yep.
But they hung out a little bit before the game. It's
Josh showed Aaron campus and everything. So.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And Josh played well. He started to flash a little bit towards the end of the game, which
second half he played a lot better.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So I love it. I love what the men's team has rolling this year. It's really exciting. 11 wins record, as we know right now, is 13 wins in the season, which is kind of crazy, kind of low. I feel like.
Yeah. So if you're an alum who played back in the day Can you let us know what your record was?
Would
when
we count?
played?
What was the last conference we were in? The
ACCA.
We would probably count that. Yeah.
I mean, that was when we had 13 and 11 wins.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought you said your year we did.
Yeah, that my freshman year
We
we
tied
had
it?
13 wins.
Okay.
And we were in the ACCA. We weren't in the NCCA until we didn't join back until 2018.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so soon. Oh, wow. See, we're still babies, guys.
Well, it's interesting because I'm gonna look it up real quick on my phone, but because we've been in and out like 3 times, which is kind of interesting.
That is very interesting. What about the the MCCCCCC?
I think we've always been in the MCCC, which has been good.
Does the AC? What's he say?
ACCA.
Do they still exist?
They do currently. Free Lutheran Bible College, FLBC, hosts that tournament. Okay, so Emmaus was a part of the NCCAA 1977 to 1978, and then they left for some reason, and then rejoined 1993 to 2012.
The NCAA?
NCCAA, and then after 2012 left again, and then rejoined in 2017 and are in there.
Each break we're joining the.
I don't know what, like, I don't know if it was like in that 2012 year if they left because of maybe the ACCA was less expensive to be a part of or what.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't really know. But then when we rejoined in 2017, that was my senior year.
I would say this, and of course it's my word. Nobody cares. But I would say if we are part of a conference for your collegiate sport here at Emmaus and you set a record, that counts. If you were a club, that does not count.
No, yep. So 2009 plus 4, men's soccer, women's volleyball, and then men's
Cross-country
basketball's been
ever
around
since.
forever. So
which we know we know for sure.
Those were always intercollegiate sports.
We know for sure about cross-country records.
We do. We know very well about
It's
cross-country
only 3 years old. We're at number 2 in the nation, baby.
Yeah.
We actually just had a recruit the other day come on campus.
Yesterday, yeah.
And, he's a pretty fast runner.
He is. I mean, the slogan, the under-the-table slogan is, watch out, Bob Jones.
Yeah, watch
We'll
out.
see.
We'll see. Bob Jones still... They ran away with the competition last year.
7 in a row.
Ozark has
like
has the fastest men runner. Pretty clear. Like it's just like okay.
He is very fast.
Ozark's guy
crazy.
super fast. They get a good team around that. Ozark's got a great shot of taking that number 1 seed for men's from
They weren't number
BJU.
2.
But this is true.
Also, I saw, speaking of that, the Fall Sports Championship Series, you get number of points based off of how you finish the season as far as like rankings. And I don't think we've been ranked in a very long time, but Emmaus for the fall is ranked number 5 in the nation.
For cross country?
For fall sports.
Oh.
Between
you hear that,
cross country, soccer, and volleyball. We were at the fifth most points.
Come on, Mike.
Awarded,
Let's go, Mike.
Which is really cool, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fall Sports.
Yeah, shout out to Fall Sports.
Give them an eagle.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. But speaking of recruits, if you are a recruit out there or you know someone who is a good basketball, volleyball, runner, soccer player, send them our way. Fill out the recruiting app if you want to be recruited. Don't just come to campus expect to be recruited.
The recruiting form, and if you're a good fit, then one of our coaches will reach out.
Even if a coach reaches out to you, they will request for you to fill out that recruiting form. So fill that recruiting form out. That's the way to get scouted, to get recruited here at Emmaus University. So, but pass that information along if you know anybody. But that kind of does. That kind of does it. Yep. We got Maranatha this weekend, Friday, Ozark Saturday, and Faith on Tuesday. Monday.
Yeah.
So looking forward to all those, all home games. Yes. And I think I'm home. I think I'm here for all of them.
Our last home games of the year.
I think I'm here for all of them, too.
On the road after that.
So, but thank you guys for making us a part of your day, whatever that may be in your routine. We are extremely thankful and grateful to be in this position to update you on Emmaus Athletics. We're hoping to try to give you more spotlights of players. We say a lot of names up here. You might be saying to yourself, as an alum who graduated 10 years ago or how long, like maybe even 5 years ago, 4 years ago, last year.
Honestly.
Who's that person? So we hope to give you some more updates and maybe bring on some more athletes and let you see. Because really all you really know is Landon. That's it, right?
That's it.
For basketball-ish, you know? So we hope to give you some more spotlights if that's during the season or after, maybe even through the summer and some of the breaks to be a little more consistent with content. And, of course, we say this a lot, and sometimes it doesn't happen, Matt.
Sometimes it doesn't happen, but we try our best.
We're going to try. We're going to try. Yeah. So, but either way, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes.
Come out to the games this weekend. Please drive up, whatever it may be.
Last home games of the year.
Last home. Come on. Students, you got. Oh! Okay.
Be there.
Oh, my gosh. Show up. Show up. Show out. We want to see you this weekend. Pack the pollard. Protect the nest. Let's go, people. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. Follow us on all these social media stuff as well. But, Matt, you know what day it is?
You know what, Shane? I got two things today. Thanks. It's always a great day to be Emmaus Bible School, Emmaus Bible College, or Emmaus University when we defeat Moody Bible Institute. That being said, it's a great day to be an Emmaus Eagle.
I got nothing else.